Hello everyone, this is Day Trader Matt with businesswithtrading.com doing a market recap for Friday the 13th of April. And today the markets did gap down a little bit and continued that a little bit, moved sideways for many hours and dropped and closed on its lows. There's a reason I'm showing the entire day, and I'll get to that in a minute. Today we had two trades and we were 1 for 1 on the day. Maximum profit potential was 16 points or 64 ticks, and actual entry and exit 26.25 points or 105 ticks. Basically what happened, we were watching for some support down here, so we basically got long into this, watched the market move sideways, and as it moved sideways it just started looking a little weaker. So around this time here I talked about getting short at 3 even, so you could have gotten short here, you could have gotten short over here, and then the market just fell out of bed. So our first trade we took a small loss on, and then this just worked out very nicely. We were able to grab some profits on that. So I talked about taking profits up here rather than down here. When I talked about getting short, I talked about looking at down here for a exit, and then we did move a little lower, which was pretty cool. But I'm not going to say something like let's get short and just take profit at the lows. I'm going to specify a specific target, so that way we're all on the same page. We know where we entered, where we exited, stuff like that. Anyway, that's how the day went. Let's look at the news for next week coming up. Let's see, Monday morning, looking at core retail sales and retail sales. Core retail sales looking for 0.6%. Prior reading was 0.9. Retail sales looking for 0.4%. Prior reading was 1.1%. Also, Empire State Manufacturing Index, a little less followed, but still important. Looking for 18.1 versus a prior of 20.2. At 9 o'clock, the all-important tick long-term purchases, looking for 40.7 billion. Prior reading was 101 billion. At 10 o'clock, we have business inventories looking for 0.7%, same as the prior reading. Also at 10, NAHB Housing Market Index looking for 28, prior was 28. And at 12:30, we have an FOMC member speaking. That should be interesting. Going to Tuesday, we have at 8:30 building permits looking for 0.71 million versus a prior of 0.72. Housing starts looking for 0.71 million versus a prior of 0.7. At 9:15, the capacity utilization rate looking for 78.6%. Prior was 78.7. At 9:15, industrial production looking for 0.4 versus flat, which was the prior reading. Going to Wednesday, we have basically nothing. 10:30, we have crude oil inventories. Prior reading was 2.8 million. Sorry, 2.8 million. Thursday, early morning, unemployment claims looking for 370 versus a prior of 380, and that prior of 380, that was a major disappointment. 10 o'clock, we're looking for existing home sales, 4.62 million versus a prior of 4.59. And then Philly Fed Manufacturing Index looking for 12.1 versus a prior of 12.5. Also at 10 o'clock, CB Leading Index looking for 0.2% versus 0.7. And 10:30, natural gas storage looking for 8 billion was the prior reading, 8 billion. And then Friday we have nothing. And then IMF meetings all day Friday and Saturday. So that should be interesting, whatever comes out of that. With that said, check out the website www.abusinesswithtrading.com. And every day we focus on the S&P 500 futures market. It's my favorite market to trade. It's definitely a lot of fun. And I have a contact form upper right hand side of the website. Definitely check that out if you have any questions, comments, feedback, anything like that. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see everyone Monday morning. Thanks.